Get it?
Okay, ready? All right. Hi, Emily and Dylan, Queen City Dance Company Makeup 2019 Tutorial 101. All right, we're gonna get started. Okay, Dylan. Okay, so Dylan already has one eye done. We went ahead and did one just so you can see what the finished product is gonna look like. But we're gonna go ahead and go through this eye together. I already did Dylan's primer and her foundation. I used this primer. Sorry, Dylan. It's just a couple of spritz on the face before the primer. I find it works really well, but if you have one you like, you can stick with it. First thing I like to do is take a brush with just some translucent powder. And you want to brush the powder underneath the eyes. And this is going to help catch any of the excess eyeshadow that falls while you're working. So the palette I'm starting with is this palette, and you should get the makeup list. We're going to start with the brushes that are in the sheet. This one is from that set, and this is called the blending brush. And we're just going to start with the cream color. And when you get the makeup on your brush, you want to remember to always tap off the excess. And we're going to go all over the eyelid, blending really well, back and forth. We're just trying to lighten the lid and add a nice base coat. Okay. Always remember too, when you're working with your brushes, to wipe them off between. I always keep a washcloth on hand, and I just use my brushes and clean them as I go. I find it's easy, and then I can just pop it in the wash and bleach it. The next brush we're going to use is called the Angle Shader. And I don't know if you can see, but it's got an angle to it. So if you have something that's got an angle, or if you're using the foam tips, the pointy edge would work well. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with Comfort, which is this color right here. And you're going to go ahead and take the angle of the brush, and you want to work it into this V outside area. Just want to work it back and forth. And then you're going to go ahead and start bringing it over the lid into the crease. Doing windshield wiper motions, just back and forth, making sure it's really blended. And go in a few times for the color, get it built up nice, and start light and then build it up. If you start with way too much shadow on there, it becomes a mess. Oh, Dylan. Okay. All right, go ahead and you're gonna wanna clean off that angled brush, because you're gonna use that for the next step. And we're gonna use the color called Wish. That is this color right here. And we're basically gonna be mimicking the same steps that we just did. We're gonna go into the V, really working that color in there at the edge. And then you're going to bring it around the crease. Do some of those windshield wiper motions back and forth. Make sure it's nicely blended. There we go. All right, next we're gonna take our classic shader, which is just a flat tip brush. Sorry, our dogs are fighting in the background.
Buttons.
So that's what this one is. And we're gonna go in using the plum. And you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna use this and you're gonna kind of like outline the V a little bit with your brush. And then start kind of filling it in. And then you're gonna start pulling the color to the outside of the lid. Or towards the inside, I should say. But you're only gonna bring it about a third of the way over. You're also gonna wanna take this, and I get color on the very tip, and you really get that in the crease to really define it. Okay. All right, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to your blending brush that you used the first step with the cream. Or wait, no, hold on, I missed a step. Let me go back. Detail brush. Oh, okay, so this is the detail brush. This one's really small. It's just a nice pointed little brush. And we're gonna go into the espresso, which is this dark brown. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and you're gonna just bring this color into the crease. Bring it down. And then again, fan it over that third of an eyelid, I guess. That sounds kind of funny. There we go. All right. Now we go back to the blending brush and the cream. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start up here and you're gonna brush the cream to really give you a nice defined eyeshadow line. Plus we're gonna put some highlighter up there. So I'm gonna lighten it and blend it. And then if you come out here with some cream to the outside of the eye, you can get a nice angle by adding the cream and then just using, a finger or a brush, whatever. And you see how it kind of gives a little bit more of a defined line. Then we're gonna go back in with the cream again, and we're gonna do this inner lid, and we're just gonna lighten it up a little bit, take it lightly over everything, just kind of lightly blending it. All right, now the next step is the liquid eyeshadow. But before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and brush off this excess eyeshadow. Get it out of the way. This is Tarte Sea Glass color Sweet Life. It's a liquid shadow. It's easy to put on. It should stay on pretty well. We're gonna go ahead and just get some on your wand. And you're gonna start at the very inner of the eye. And you're just gonna pull it outwards across the other 2/3 of your eye. And you might want to let them keep their eyes shut during this, let it dry for a few seconds. But while it's wet, if you take your blending brush and just kind of swipe in on it, it blends it. And that's your eyeshadow. Now, we've got to let it dry. I would say like 4 minutes just to be safe. It really shouldn't take that long, but better safe than sorry. But while you're waiting for that to dry, what you can do is go ahead and do the blush and the highlighter. So I'm going to show you our new blush and highlighter look. This is Ulta's Flushed Blush color Flamingo. And you just want to get some color on there, not too much. Have them smile, and you'll see this cheekbone right here. And you just want to kind of come up along the cheekbone, pulling the color up, bring a little bit on the cheek, and then just really pull it up that cheekbone. We'll go ahead and do this side too. Okay, now that that's done, you can take your highlighter. And this is that Dandelion highlighter, a Dandelion Twinkle. And it comes with a little brush that I have found is actually really good for applying this product. You could use one of your makeup brushes, but because the coarseness of this brush, I feel like you get a little bit more product on there and you get a little bit more shimmer. So I went ahead, got my brush in there, and you're gonna follow the line of the blush. And you just wanna kind of bring it up along that line. Kind of blend it a little bit in with the blush so it's not too harsh a line. And then what we're gonna do too, actually for the eyes, I would recommend using that eye brush, the blending one. And with that same highlighter, you're just gonna come up under the brow. And there you go. And hopefully you can kind of see it. There is, of course, after you do the eyeshadow and it's all dried, you'll want to go ahead and do your eyeliner. We're using a liquid one this year. I find it's easier to get the wing look with it, and I'm going to show you a trick that I learned, how to apply it. So I'm taking my little pencil liner, eyeliner. Okay, I'm going to start on the inner eye. And you don't want to start at the very inner. You want to come out a little bit like where the lashes start. And you're going to put one dot. And then Dylan, open your eyes. Okay, Dylan, look straight. So as she's looking straight, I'm going to put one dot where her eyeball is on this side. I'm going to put one where her pupil is. All right, stop blinking. And then I'm going to put one right here on the edge of the other eye. Then you're going to put one down here in the corner. And then where we made that line for the eyeshadow, go ahead and I would say maybe about a pinky length out. Go ahead and put your other dot. And then all we're going to do is connect these dots. And then you can kind of go back and fill it in. And you're going to go ahead and have them, let's see, Dylan, open your eyes really quick. Open, okay. So this bottom corner, you're just gonna kind of connect it and bring the liner just a tad bit over. And then connecting your wing. Oops, I just kind of messed up. Okay, that's actually good because I can show you a great way to fix it. So if you have that detail brush, go ahead and wrap a wipe around your brush. Yeah, the head of the brush. Thank you, Dylan. And just soften out those lines and you can kind of fix it. Unfortunately, I tend to have to fix things a lot with that eyeliner, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, now that that's done, you actually are gonna go with your detailed brush, wipe it off, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take the espresso color on the tip of that detail brush. Open your eyes. And we're gonna actually shade underneath. Instead of bringing the eyeliner all the way over, we're going to kind of cheat the look with eyeshadow. So you're gonna take that espresso and just carry it down under the eyes. And you can actually like kind of blend it into that mascara, or I'm sorry, the eyeliner a little bit. I'm getting them all confused. And then after you get that under the eye, you're gonna wanna go with the Comfort on that detail brush again. And this is we're gonna use to blend. Open. And we're just gonna use this color to blend it out. There we go. And she's got a soft under eye look now without all that messy eyeliner. And then mascara, of course, Dylan and Riley, they like to put on their own, but a good black one that doesn't clump. And if you wear falsies, you want to put on the falsies after your eyeshadow, but prior to your eyeliner. And
did I get any on?
There are a lot of people who use them, so I'm sure someone could help you figure it out. Yeah, you're kind of getting it.
I can kind of get it because I already had mascara on. Kind of got it.
Okay. And that's it. And let's see, let me check your eyeshadow. I've noticed up here at the edges and stuff, if you want to take that blending brush and kind of blend those edges just a little bit on that glitter after it dries. And that's it. I think that's everything. That's our makeup for this year. I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, I'm always available to help however I can. Thank you. Say bye.
Bye.